Hey guys, this is Ryan from RD Arts and welcome to another gaming video. Today we are playing MLB The Show 23 and we're going to go over some tips and tricks on how to bring up your batting average versus All-Star difficulty. All-Star difficulty is the general difficulty in online mode in Diamond Dynasty, and it's something that has plagued me for the last couple of years, and this year I was able to turn it around with a couple of tricks, and I'm going to show you them now. So something that helped me turn my game around was the custom batting practice. In batting practice, it allows you to manipulate where each ball is thrown, what ball is thrown, what mix of balls are thrown, where they're going, and who's pitching to you. So let's go ahead and get that set up. And what you're going to do is you're just going to scroll down to custom practice, pick out your teams. My default is Cleveland. It doesn't really matter what they're wearing. I don't know why I was clicking on that. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to change the practice type over to batting. And then we're going to go ahead and manipulate our pitching. So before we actually get into batting practice, let's go over the secret sauce to this whole thing. Now just remember, you are going to have bad swings, just like that one right there. Every at-bat is going to have a bad swing. It's just a matter of how you come back from it. Now to go from 0 to hero in your franchise mode, all you need to know is a few things. Arm movement, lay off the fastball, and learn to hit the breakers. So let's start with the arm movement. Arm movement is definitely something very important. It's going to help you catch the break of the ball out of the hand of the pitcher. And what you want to do is, the whole point of this is to be able to see the ball in the pitcher's hand. You're not necessarily looking for that red dot on the slider, but what you want to do is you want to be able to follow the ball all the way from hand to the bat. Next would be laying off the fastball, which sounds crazy because the fastball is what you generally want to hit. But if you learn to lay off the fastball, or at least foul it off, it gives the pitcher more incentive to throw the breaker. And finally, what I had my biggest problem with, and what I see most batters have a big issue with, is being able to stay back long enough to hit the breaker. By learning to hit the breaking ball in MLB 23, this should open up more home runs for you, a lot more base hits, and hopefully get you a lot more of those green and perfect hits. So let's get back to practice. What I like to do is I like to find a pitcher that's got a pretty good fastball and a mid-tier slider. So let's go ahead and find ourselves a pitcher here. So let's go ahead and start with some eye training real quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to take everything away except for the fastball. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set our strike zones to high, middle, and low. And that's just so we can get an idea what balls and strikes look like when we take them. Because we're going to be taking some pitches and we're going to be hitting some pitches. So let's go ahead, take our first pitch here, see what we can do. And of course I'd jump on the first pitch out of the gate. But the whole point of this exercise here is to kind of just get you used to fouling off that fastball, used to seeing what a fastball strike looks like, fastball outside the zone looks like. Because a lot of pitchers are going to use the fastball as a way to get you to expand your strike zone. So next we're going to go ahead and change it over to sliders. We're going to work on some sliders real quick. Take away the fastball. Add slider. And we're going to keep the strike zones the same way, middle, high, and low. And what this is going to do is going to help you see what a ball and a strike looks like from the slider. Now the trick is to use the little screen down on your left hand corner there. That's going to tell you whether you're late or early on a pitch. Now definitely what I like to do is I like to be a little bit late on my fastballs because I just like to foul them off. And you want to be around that green hit or just a smidge early on your breakers, and it'll tell you if you're on time or not. Now, as you learn to lay back on the breaker, you'll start to grab more of called balls from the umpire. You'll start noticing that you are not swinging and expanding the zone so much because you're seeing the ball longer. And speaking of vision, the last part of this puzzle is definitely how you set your eyes during an at-bat. So when you are at bat, again, you want to be watching the pitcher's arm and watch the ball out of the pitcher's arm. But you also want to set a reference point to where your eyes are going to stop. You don't want to be following the pitch all the way down to the bottom of the strike zone. So the goal here is you want to follow the ball to a certain point and be able to drop your eyes or drop your attention span if the ball drops out of a certain area. And this will all come as you get more reps in the game. And that's it, folks. Arm movement, lay off the fastball, and learn how to hit the breaking ball. And this should open up a lot more base hits, a lot more home runs, and should get you those green and perfect hits. I want to thank everyone for watching. This is Ryan from RD Arts, and me and Mufasa say game on.